Hello buddy, I'm assassinghost and welcome to my channel. We are continuing with our Kotlin basics course on YouTube. So in this video we are going to take a look at what are constructors and why do we need to use constructors at the first place. So before we begin, I would like to let you know that this video is brought to you by Honey. Honey is a free Chrome extension which automatically find and apply coupon codes when you shop online. You stop searching for coupon code in sales, click on the Honey button during checkout and Honey will automatically apply coupon codes to your shopping cart. Just click the link given in the description down below to learn more. Now let's begin. Go to Assassy, create a new file, call it Constructor. Okay. And basically constructor is used to assign default values. So it is useful in some cases where a user, or let's just say a user, don't enter all the values required, so it can be a default value. We can define the default value of our variables using the constructor. Now let's look at an example to get a clear concept of what it is. We'll create a class and we'll name it something like, let's just say YouTubers. Okay, YouTubers, right? Now let's go ahead and get the parentheses. And here we have to define the attributes and methods. So for that I'll go ahead and create a new variable where name, which is of data type string, and we'll just leave it blank. Now we'll add something like, let's just say where subs, and it should be, I don't know, integer. And we'll define a default value of 0, or basically we can leave it blank, or we can do whatever it is. This is like the initial value. We don't need to do that, but int equals to 0. This is the initial value. Now we'll create a constructor, okay, constructor function, and here we will assign subs to be, sorry, it's an integer, so we just need to do this, subs to be 100. So basically if a user enters the name, which is of data type string, we'll get the result. And if the user don't enter anything, we have to pass these default values. So for example, in the case of name, we can go ahead and do something like, let's just say default name. Okay, default name and 100 subs because we are generous. Now let's go ahead and go to fun main, and yes, of course, args with array. No, that's not true. Array with a string, and then we'll go to our main function. Okay, here we will create a new variable. Let's just say YD, short for YouTube, and then we will use our class, which is YOU YouTubers, and bam. Now we can go ahead and directly say println YT dot name, and then we can go ahead and do something like yt dot subs. Since we already have a constructor, if you run it, if you run constructor.kd, we will find that it gets a default value, the default name and 100, which is the constructor. But what if I go ahead and add something like, what if, let's just say, our user enters something like yt, which is our variable, dot name to be equals to something like assassinghost, and forgot to add something like, let's just say, the sub count, then it is going to print assassinghost, because now we have a value for the name, so we don't need to use the default value. But since we don't have a value for subs, it is using the default value. Now let's just go ahead and use something like yt dot subs equals to 764 and just run it. Now since we have both the values, because both the values has been entered by our user, or since it has been defined here, it will no longer use the default values, but instead it will use these values. So basically, I hope you understand what was constructor, and if you like this video, please leave a like or subscribe to the channel. We are so close to hitting 100k subscribers. It's just 764, bro. Come on, hit the subscribe button, and also hit the notification icon. Be sure to check out Honey, and as always, thanks for watching. Peace.